Hi, everyone. Welcome to Sudbury Interviews. Today we have a local celebrity. You've all heard of Mr. World Peace. He's with us here today, and he's gaining quite a following and doing a great job at bringing people together and also putting out some very positive and great music for all of us. Before we begin, you can find us on Sudstown and join the conversation. How you doing, World Peace?
How's the party going? Just loving life over here, full of gratitude, joy, appreciation, and love. I'm out on the East Coast in a small town called New Glasgow in Pictou County. It's near Halifax, about an hour and a half away. And I'm grateful you reached out. I'm grateful for the good vibes, for this wonderful platform that you have, because it's very important for you to spread your positive energy in the world. And by you connecting with different locals, you are spreading awareness to different things that are going on in the community, and it's really benefiting the community. So I appreciate you, Danny Star.
Thanks, brother. I was just talking about Halifax yesterday to my guest, Connor LaRock. I mentioned it. And so you're out on the East Coast presently?
Presently, right now,
Yeah. Wow. What are you doing out there?
doing my thing, same thing I do everywhere. I've been on the road this year since end of October. I left Sudbury, haven't been back since. And in the last 12 months, I spent 9 months traveling. So I stay on the road pretty frequently. It's nice to continually meet new people, meet fresh faces, shake new hands, make new connections all over. I'm working on the world, right? So Canada's first.
Yeah, nice. I know you've already told your story a lot, but do you mind if I ask how this started for you? What pulled you in this direction, like when you were in your earlier days?
Well, I'm 30 years old right now, and I've been making music for 11 years in May. So, what stemmed my whole journey with world peace, happiness, joy, love, all my videos, my music, my content, my performances, my interviews, just what I am and what I do, it all stemmed from me reading these books called The Power of Now and A New Earth. These books taught me to live in the present moment, be aware of my thoughts, be aware of my emotions, breathe, clear my mind, calm my emotions, and lock into my inner peace. And from that position of a clear mind, calm emotions, living as the awareness, so when thoughts pop up, radically negative thoughts pop up, I can breathe and clear my mind. I can train my mind to think positive. When emotions pop up, I can breathe and embrace them. I don't fight my emotions. I embrace how I feel. Emotions are part of the human experience. And from this position of awareness and inner peace, I felt obliged to put that in my music and promote every single day through the tools that we have at our disposal. And music's a tool, this videos are a tool, social media is a tool, listening to conversations, having conversations, meeting new people are tools. So every day I'm trying to be more effective, more efficient in sharing my message. And that's the basis of it from 2015. And then fast forward to 2019, I started joining society a bit more. I started my clothing brand at the end of 2018 and then ramped it up in 2019. I went on tour across Canada, doing shows coast to coast. Did another tour in 2020, 2021, doing shows in small bars. But I got over that energy because I'm promoting sobriety, happiness, love, and going to bars, staying out till 2, 3 in the morning wasn't conducive. So I pivoted more so to just directly meeting up with people, traveling to different towns, shaking hands, thanking people for purchasing the merchandise, singing songs for people directly, singing songs for families, singing songs at schools. I started doing youth programs, producing music with kids. I've done about 160 songs in the last few years, where the kids are the ones writing the songs. The kids are the ones, the stars of the video. And basically, that's the gist of that. And right now, I'm on this trip across Canada. I went all the way to Edmonton last year and then flew down to Mexico, made an album down in Puerto Vallarta called Heal the Streets, returned and slowly made my way back home to Sudbury, Ontario. Really just because I wanted to get a dirt bike and go riding with my buddies, because I've been working for at that point 10 years straight. So I was like, you know what? I deserve to hang out with my friends that I haven't been hanging out with for a while. So I spent a little bit of time this summer enjoying my friends' company and my little brother's company, riding out in the forest, and then back on the road. And like I said, I've been on the road for 9 of the last 12 months. I'm almost at the East Coast right now. And then after this, I'm thinking potentially Europe. Potentially, I might take a trip down to like Cuba or Colombia, and make a new album, because every Easter, every Christmas, I put out a new project of music. So Easter's coming up. I'm gonna have to make some new songs, and Mexico or Colombia seems like a good opportunity. I'm half German, so I'm working on my German passport right now so I could go over to Europe and do what I'm doing here. And yeah, that's pretty much the story I'm in the present moment right now telling you. And I appreciate you, everybody listening also, and I appreciate you asking the question.
So the songs you're doing with the kids, which I think is amazing. We're going to get to that in a minute. But are these like world peace releases? Like, who's the author of the song?
Author.
Yeah,
Do you
meaning
mean
like, is it
like the
one
kids are
of?
writing the song? I'm not writing these songs. Like I might help them write some lyrics when the programs are on, but from making that many songs, you kind of realize different little tips and tricks to inspire someone to come up with some lyrics. And basically one of the easiest ways I find is just to have a conversation. Once everyone agrees on the topic, sometimes I'm hired specifically to make specific topics, but a lot of the songs were like full album programs where we're making a bunch of songs. So once the participants figure out what the song's going to be about, then we just kind of have a conversation about said topic. And a lot of younger kids, they don't have the best writing, they're not confident with their pen. So I would just take the pen and the pad and I would have a conversation with them. And if they would say a line, I'm like, hey, that's a good line. You want to say that in the song? Sure, write it down. Then we just work like that. That's one of the ways that I'm pretty efficient when it comes to helping youth and even adults write songs. And then when it comes to reciting them, we just practice one line at a time. As they come with the line, you got to say it out loud. All right, that's good, that's good, that's good. And yeah, little tips and tricks like that, and then record, shoot the video, and boom shakalaka.
You know what made me a fan of you? I sometimes listen to like YouTube videos when I go to sleep at night, and it plays all night long. And this one night, I woke up at kind of in the middle of the night, and your song was playing. Like your music had been playing kind of for a few hours, I think, while I was sleeping. And I was like, "Who's this guy?" And I started looking around, and I became a fan. That's how it happened for me.
Hey, man, that's sweet. I went hard on YouTube for a number of years. This last year, I toned back to YouTube because traveling so much, I run a lot of YouTube ads. Like that's one thing about me. This is now shifting away from more me because there's people listening. So I like to always share wisdom, knowledge, whatever, but I like to share awareness, right? So the more you're aware of things, I find the easier life gets. So when it comes to me and my music and my message, I have to learn about marketing promotion so that more people can hear what the message is. More people can get the awareness, right? And one thing I'd use is Facebook. I use YouTube. I use TikTok, Snapchat. What's the other one? Instagram, Threads, whatever. I post on all these platforms. And what I did on YouTube is I ran YouTube ads. So my music videos would pop up as the skip commercial. So if you liked the ad, you would just watch the whole video because it was a music video. Or if you were in the other room or if you were sleeping, you would just see the whole music video. And that's one little tip and trick. There's a local real estate couple, Kat and Darren
Yeah,
in Sudbury.
yeah, yeah.
Have you had them on your show?
Not yet. No, this just started last June. I'm sort of just in the beginnings of it still.
Rock and roll. I'd reach out to them because they're always on YouTube promoting their houses that they're selling. And other than that, I haven't really noticed anybody else that's really going gung ho with the YouTube ads. That was very effective for a mass awareness. Facebook advertisements as well. That's good for awareness and connecting with people. And just posting on social media is just very, very important if you want to spread awareness to anything. And yeah, that's basically. I just wanted to talk about that briefly because you brought it up, and there's people listening that might have small businesses in town. They may have started like a little, something on Facebook Marketplace where they're selling. So like, I just wanted to share that information for any viewers listening.
What platform do you think brought you the most?
Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook is the greatest platform. Shout out to Facebook. It's funny you say this. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I just knew where you were going. I have a friend. She lives in Quebec, like in the north part of Quebec. Her name's Audrey Martin. Go follow her on Instagram. It's ODREE_Martin. And she does a lot of spiritual guidance and uplifting. And she's mainly on Instagram, right? And we connected. She actually ordered some merch off me. She's doing an event in the next few months, and I'm going to be one of the speakers at the event. It's a virtual event, so go check out her Instagram. Follow her Instagram. It's ODREE_Martin. Super cool being of light. And I was just, I'm not even kidding you. Like, this was at 11:09, so just like less than an hour ago, I was having this conversation with her, and because she had just got the merch that I mailed her, right? And we were just chatting a little bit, and we basically, I sent her, Gary V? Have you heard of Gary V?
Not yet, no.
Okay, Gary, this is also, if you have a small business, whatever, Gary V is a digital marketer on the internet. One of his clients are Pepsi. He's like a big marketing guy, and he posts a lot of advice to help people with small businesses and such. And this video he posted today was basically saying go live on TikTok because it pushes it out to new people. So you'll get, that's the way to get in front of the most random people right now at this moment. So I sent this to her, boom, because I know she has a small business, right? And she was basically just saying, yeah, TikTok's cool, da-da-da-da. I'm really starting to think more into the marketing side of it, da-da-da. And I was basically saying Facebook. Facebook is the greatest platform out of all of them. People, whatever your personal preference is honestly, it's a little bit irrelevant compared to which platform has the most users, which platform has the largest demographic, which platform has a marketplace, which platform has Facebook groups dedicated to specifics, which platform has a damn good messaging platform, which platform has just an overall easy to use interface, which platform has the best advertising platform. Facebook is the greatest. Facebook's the greatest. Like, I was thinking, I sent her this message today. If I could pick one platform and delete all the other ones, I would delete everyone and leave Facebook today in 5 seconds. It wouldn't even be a question. I would delete every platform and keep Facebook, and it would barely affect what I'm doing. That's the thing. That's how good Facebook is. It would affect the awareness a little bit, because all the other platforms are really good for awareness. Instagram's good for awareness. You can get a vast awareness on Instagram. If you post a lot, you'll get a lot of views. You'll get a vast audience from all over the world, all over America, all over Canada. Snapchat is more so like you have to kind of hustle Snapchat and you'll build up followers, and then those followers will always see your posts. That's a younger demographic. So you're not, for business, you're not going to really make much business off of Snapchat. It's more so for awareness. YouTube is really good because it syncs up to Google because it's owned by Google. So if you have the keywords in your YouTube videos and you post a lot, when people search Sudbury dry cleaner, if you're the only Sudbury dry cleaner that's posting a lot of videos on YouTube, you're going to get some clout in the Google world because they own each other. They know that, all right, this is the only person in Sudbury posting videos, and some people like watching videos so that they know, okay, that's a real company. So YouTube's good for that. YouTube's good for running YouTube ads. What's the other one? TikTok, also like Snapchat, it's a younger audience, and it's more so just good for awareness of, like, on a global scale, Canada, US, and beyond. But Facebook's the greatest. Facebook is the greatest. Sorry.
That's great, man. Yeah, I believe that.
Facebook should sponsor me, man. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, they might one day. I could see that happening, dude.
But yeah, that's where that. But let me pause for a second for everybody listening, for you, Danny, for everybody. Facebook, I'm just talking social media. The real life is where it's at, though. That's number one. Go walk outside, shake someone's hand, introduce yourself, have a chat with somebody, have a chat with a 78-year-old man at Walmart because they're both looking at the sourdough bread. Have a conversation. I'm not, you know what I mean, right? That's real life, right? We're not like, the internet's not real. That's one thing I tell. Like, I'm 30 now, right? I'm getting to the unk stage, right, where there's 21-year-olds that I'm meeting that have lived on social media their whole lives, and I gotta tell them, like, that shit's not real. You know what I mean? Like social media is just an app on your phone. Like real life is where it's at. Go outside, get some sunshine, meet somebody, laugh, smile, give a hug. You know what I mean? Like real life is by far on top. By far, by far.
Well said. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I was last year. I was struck with the realization that all of our pictures and everything, like our whole Facebook world, is like on a hard drive somewhere in California. Wherever they store it.
Yeah.
Isn't that blew me away when I realized that? I'm like, wow, that's not real life.
It's not. When you walk outside, I don't see Facebook. To me, why Facebook is the best social media platform is because Facebook converts to real life the best.
Oh, wow.
Think about that. Facebook converts to real life the best. I don't know how, it just does. It just does. Facebook is it's probably just because the most people are on it. Like, I think 3 billion people go on Facebook once a month. That's like
Wow.
what, 30-40% of the world? And think about now on this side of the world, like that includes like, if you Google, that's the number, 3.3 billion monthly users on Facebook. But now you subtract all the little babies, the super old folk, the super elders, not just the regular elders, the super elders. You subtract everybody that lived in these countries that don't have internet, everyone living in the villages, and you hone into where we are. Whew, that percentage is crazy, I bet you 80% people in like from 10 to 70, I bet you 80% of Canadians have Facebook and go on it once a month. Maybe less, but it's a lot. But real life, everyone's living real life every day. And I use Facebook as a tool to spread my message. But like I was saying, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and connect with the earth. We were talking about that before. Those 3 simple things have nothing to do with social media. Using your breath as a tool to keep you calm, to keep you aware of your emotions and thoughts, to keep you aware of the world around you. Clearing your mind to lose the mental clutter, the overthinking, the overstimulation within that's draining your energy, sucking you down, and connecting with the earth, shining your awareness to that ever-present connection that we all have as one right here, right now. That's on top right there.
Absolutely. Beautiful. Let's talk about Sudbury for a minute, because you're from Sudbury, right?
Represent.
Yeah, yeah. So you
I
a
was
lot
born
of
in
our.
that painted up hospital they tore down, like
Oh,
most of the viewers listening.
yeah. That's a sad part of it, right? That a lot of people were born there. Yeah, my own children included.
Yeah, everybody was. That's a cool thing about Sudbury and small towns is like you meet. Like I'm in Nova Scotia right now, in New Glasgow, and I haven't met anybody here. But if I met somebody here that was like, "Oh, I'm from Sudbury too," I'm like, "What? Were you born in that hospital? We were both born in the." Hey, you know what I mean? Like that's the cool thing about small town vibes is like you were probably born in the same hospital as every single person in that town. So it kind of, and once again, it goes back to that real life connection. People are in like there's in one of those books, The Power and Hour of New Earth, it talks about how I'm just paraphrasing, but it's pretty much just saying like your thoughts can consume you so much and convince you that you are not connected with all. You are disconnected to it. Your thoughts can suck you in and can be so overwhelming. And if you're not aware, you could be so consumed by it that you believe that you are different from all around you and that the world's against you and it's you against the world. But in reality, we are all one right here, right now, forever. But sorry, let's get back to Sudbury.
Okay, so this question, your first name is Kiyan, right?
Kiyan, like cayenne pepper.
Kiyan. Oh, Kiyan. Okay, yeah, I knew that. I just didn't know correctly how to spell. I want to make sure. I don't want to make a mistake. This question I ask every guest. So you're now episode 44, and I'm going to ask you it. It's the same words and everything. Okay. What is one thing that you feel would make Sudbury greater?
Sudbury Greater. Ooh, I'm excited for this question. I'm excited. Listen to this. You ready? You ready, Mr. Star? You ready? I'm super excited for this because When I'm on different platforms, when I'm talking with people, specifically like recorded platforms, I love giving shout outs. So I'm going to give a big shout out to GSP, Greater Sudbury Plumbing. Shout out to that company, by the way, because they're doing good things. They have a lot of workers around the city keeping everything held down. So small businesses like that are giving their all and doing good. Those things are really good in Sudbury. So shout out to all the small businesses that are holding it down. But another small business that I've recently started seeing since I haven't been in Sudbury is Mindfulness with Haley. Have you heard of Mindfulness with Haley?
Just today, brother,
You heard about it, right?
from you right
Oh,
now.
okay. So Mindfulness with Haley, I seen it pop up on TikTok, right? And she is a young woman from Sudbury. I'm guessing like 22, 3, 4. I don't know exactly. I don't know her. I've never met her in my life. I just started seeing her post online and it says like POV, you just met a Sudbury entrepreneur that's starting a mindfulness business, right? And she recently had a paint night. It was just a couple days ago. I haven't seen I've been watching her hype it up for the last while, and she's constantly giving you little tips and tricks on how to be more mindful and how to have good mental health. And she recently had a paint night. I seen a couple clips. It seemed pretty bumping. There was a lot of people there. I don't know. I haven't seen too much. Right, I'm a busy person, but I've seen her videos enough. She's going super hard with the social media to advertise to bring people together in real life, right? So I really dig what Haley's doing. I don't want to say her last name. I think it's Haley Selk. That's her Insta or her TikTok is Haley.selk. I'm assuming her Instagram's the same. But like businesses like that are based around positivity and bringing people together for the betterment of all, for the betterment of everyone's mental health, right? Like things like that, I feel, not even just Sudbury, everywhere needs to be more positive, more businesses based around positivity and uplifting each other and having good mental health, good physical health. Like gyms. Shout out to World Gym. I used to go to World Gym back in when it first switched to World Gym from Bodyworks. Like that's when I signed up. But it was $10 a month back then. Like gyms are really good. The Good Life. I go to Good Life now, and those are really good things that the community already has. But the mindfulness businesses, the positive mental health spaces, that could improve. There could be more mindfulness with Haley's in Sudbury.
Good answer. I just followed her on Instagram.
Everybody follow her on Instagram. And I had to shout out GSP because my buddy owns the company, so we got to give a big shout out to GSP.
I'll go follow them too. I think I already am following them though.
You probably hired them at some point.
I was on the phone with somebody today who said our water's not working because it's minus 35 outside. So maybe they'll get a call to fix some plumbing.
Yeah, I know. I just like to shout out people I know and people that I know that are doing good things in the world. So like that's why I was super pumped to talk about mindfulness with Haley because I've been watching her videos, but I'm so far from Sudbury. I'm not just gonna be telling everybody about mindfulness with Haley. Like she just got an office space. Like she's killing it. I don't know the exact address. She recently posted a video saying I'm listed on Google, so you can search mindfulness with Haley on Google, and her office pops up, all her information. But yeah, that's basically my answer. More positive mental health based services, and also this is the world too, but Sudbury is part of the world. More positive mental health curriculum in schools that's necessary. Not like, oh, this one teacher, she's like extra mindful and she has all the kids start their day with deep breaths. Like, no, that should be in the curriculum. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It should be in the curriculum to teach little kids before they're old enough to make their own opinions. Teach these kids about breathing and keeping their emotions calm before they're having mental health issues. Teach the kids how to deal with their mental health. You know what I mean? Doesn't that make a little bit of sense? It's in the physical realm. Before you start having health issues, you should probably take care of your physical health, exercise, eat good. But in the mental health, it's just not that advanced yet. So that's the mental health side of the world. It really needs to start with kids, But people like mindfulness with Haley, it's good because adults are the ones that are going to teach the kids.
Yeah, I love that. I man, you're a great thinker, and let's
It's
work on
crazy. I
that,
don't even
man.
think I don't even think when I'm talking, it just comes out. I swear to God, man.
So as far
Sorry, what were you
as
saying?
maybe one last question, we got about 5 minutes left. Is Sudbury on par with other? Because you're an experienced traveler at this point. You've been across Canada.
Experience in Canada, yes. The world, not. I've been to Mexico, like I said, which shout out to Puerto Vallarta. Shout out to Puerto Vallarta. And also, I used to live in Barbados when I was a kid. My mom's from Barbados, so we lived there when I was young. But other than that, it's Canada, right? So yeah, continue.
Is Sudbury on par with other cities? Like, are we doing good here or what?
In what regards?
Well, just in general. Like, is it a memorable place? Is it somewhere that you would recommend people visit? Like,
Mm. Interesting topic because obviously I'm going to hype up my hometown. I love Sudbury. It's based around huge Ramsey Lake, almost as huge Nepewan Lake, huge Adnak ski hill with the nice trail in the back, based on mines. So there's good jobs for people. They have the CRA. There's a lot of jobs there. There's the university. There's a couple colleges. There's a lot of good, high-paying jobs that contribute to society. Plus, it's such a beautiful landscape. Plus, you got Chelmsford, Azilda, you got Bleswick Valley, you got Valcarin, Hanmer, you have Coniston, Capriol, you have Long Lake, you have Lively, Coppercliff, I hope I'm Levac. Where else? Where else am I missing? I feel like I'm missing Wanapate. You got Atikamekw First Nation. You got Wanapate First Nation. You got so many little communities all around Sudbury. It's a very beautiful place. There's a lot of trails to go four-wheel and snow machining. Sudbury's a beautiful place. I recommend it to people all the time, especially because I meet people in Southern Ontario and I'm like, yo, you should move up to Sudbury. There's lots of jobs. Houses are cheaper.
you know what else we
So
got?
yes, but.
Mr. World Peace lives here.
Hey, even though I'm never in Sudbury, no. But yeah, no, exactly. No, Sudbury's super cool. Is that a good answer? Did you want from a
Yeah.
different perspective, or that's a good answer?
Every answer is a good answer, my friend. And
Yeah, that's kind of Sudbury to me. I love Sudbury. Like can I share a little bit of information about myself that also relates to other people and can be some form of inspiration? This is not even myself. This is nothing I've done. This is just something I'm aware of that I've been able to benefit from.
let's do it in 2 minutes. 2.5.
I'll do it in 26 seconds. Basically, I grew up as a kid in Sudbury in my parents' house, right? And my parents, they busted their ass. We didn't eat out often. We weren't eating out every day. We'd go out to King's Buffet on the Kingsway once a year for the buffet. And other than that, we'd be eating in. My parents would be cooking food. We'd have farmer's market. We'd go down there and buy the bushels of apples. So we always had food in our bellies. But my siblings and myself, if we needed to have some money for candy or, video games or whatever, we'd have to go get a paper route. We'd have to go shovel snow, rake leaves, whatever it may be to get we'd have to work to get stuff, right? But my parents busted their ass my whole life and held down our home. So we always had a home to go to. My parents still have that home. And I'm super grateful to have a place to call home. And that's not me, that's all my parents. So I just got to give a big shout out to my parents and, all the parents out there that are holding it down. And I'm saying this because there's young parents out there that are in apartments that are moving all the time. And I really feel like it's like I've talked to a lot of people and I see where different people struggle. And one of the things that allowed me as a young man from childhood to adulthood to maintain a good, stable life and to be able to work and build is growing up having a stable house and growing up having work ethic. My parents said, you got to go work. I was 10 years old, 11 years old, shoveling snow, raking leaves because I wanted to be a little kid at the corner store eating candy. You know what I mean? So I had to go shovel snow and work to get that candy. I had to go shovel snow and work to buy a Game Boy used off Kijiji. You know what I mean? Like, so having a stable home, shout out to my parents for holding it down and having that home. And I just feel like it's important perspective and a goal to have a stable home to raise your kids so your kids always know where home is. And then love and, be a good parent. So I just want to give a big, huge shout out to my parents and observing as a kid growing up that my parents are the best.
Absolutely. I hope they listen to this. I know you put out a lot of videos and stuff, but that's worth a listen for sure.
My mom will. My dad passed away, so like he's listening right now. My mom, she'll hear it. She watches all my stuff.
Well, I want to thank you for your time, and your energy is infectious. Like it's vibrating a high level, and I love that. I know people will really appreciate this as well. So, thank you for your time today, Mr. World Peace.
Do we have 30 seconds?
We got 30 seconds. We got a minute for you.
Okay, we got a minute. So my new album, Let Me See Your Smile Shine. First song is called Get Up. It goes like, they say I'm crazy, but I'm happy, and they just don't understand how I could live this way as just another man. I just do the simple things like living in the moment with my mind clear, no fear, just following the omen. See me yell world peace, or you could say what's up, give some love to your cuz, the party of life, we're turning up. I'm not the one that's going to let anything bring me down because I manifest success from the dirt in the ground. No matter where you're at, from the gutter to the castles, your mind state is something that you got to grapple. My mind's free. You can find me in a meditative state. Thank the love's inside me. The love unwinds me. I get stuck. I take a deep breath and let love guide me. Why me is what I ask, but I'm living with no mask to protect me from attack. So I let my love blast. I wonder if people really hear my words. I preach on the mic, but am I really heard? Take a deep breath, clear your mind, connect with the earth. I just led you to water, but do you have the thirst? Take a deep breath, clear your mind, connect with the earth. I just led you to water, but do you have the thirst? Keep planting positive seeds, everybody. Give out good energy. Lock in on your mental health, your mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional. Keep all four of those balanced and in check. It's up to you to take care of yourself. Lock in. You got this. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Keep killing it. Shout out to you, Danny Starr. Shout out to everyone tuning in. Shoo-ba-doo-ba-doo. World peace.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
Thank you again. Take care, brother. Bye.
Peace.